Hey there, my friends. This is Robin Hood, and yeah, another 1 versus 1 in Fall of the Samurai. So, my opponent here is Awesome Nader, or yeah, that's right. And this is the Slumbering Settlement map. So, this is another large funds battle, my second one that I had played, and once again, I did not actually bring artillery. I have not brought artillery in quite a while, actually. So, you know, that means pretty much that I will be attacking in all circumstances unless if my opponent doesn't, and then at that point, what are you gonna do anyway? So basically, when you don't bring artillery, you're pretty much saying you're gonna attack unless you want to be blasted to bits, because most people do in fact bring it in match made. Now that doesn't mean all, but quite a few. So my army here, this was a trial, and this is a quite interesting battle. I brought pretty much all Imperial Infantry, and, you know, it ends up kind of working out. Kind of. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, then an Imperial Guard Infantry, and a Shogunate Guard Infantry. So that's the only different looking unit, pretty much. I have this one Shogatai. I have a Shogunate Guard Cavalry, my general, and an Imperial Guard Cavalry, and then a Yari-Kai. So that's my cavalry, and then this other Shogunate Guard Cav hidden way in the back. So my opponent, he's got Red Bear Infantry, Katana Kachi here, Red Bear. His whole force was pretty much Red Bears, but they were very veteran Red Bears. Look at these guys. That's 6 chevrons, 5, 5. So he went for a weaker unit, but veteran, stats. And I'm going to take the shrine, and what is this way out here? The farmhouse. And that is going to leave him with pretty much nothing since he is deciding to defend. So I'm just going to scooch forward and take all of these. And my infantry, for the most part, actually has around the same stats as his. I don't find these Imperial Infantry very cost effective, to tell you the truth, so I just bring Black Bears. I find them to beat other units just fine and be way more cost effective. But, I was experimenting. Large funds battle, I had the money to actually bring these guys for once. They look very Civil War-like, American Civil War uniforms and such, but yeah, that's that. So I'm basically separating into 3 sections. I have a small right wing, which will be this Imperial Infantry, and there are the Armstrong guns. Huzzah! No, and then on my far left I have another 3 units plus my Shogatai. So my center basically is going to get blown out, partially due to artillery fire, because yeah, that there is not very good for your men now, is it? And that's my Shogunate Guard Infantry, so at least he picked a good target. But he also overlaps my right by a lot, but I am going to solve this problem with a hidden cavalry charge here, and my men are going to wreck this Red Bear unit. And then I've got my Imperial Infantry backing up this flank, sorry. Almost said blacking, that doesn't even make sense. So in the center, he's got way more units concentrating fire and the artillery fire, so his men are going to wreck mine. Now on the far left though, I am going to completely overlap his flank here, and he has got this Katana Kachi. And what I was going to do, I charged my Shogatai forward to catch it. They're not going to catch it till like over here because they decide to run this way in a loop around. Don't know what was going out. But right here you can see my center's crumbling. His right flank, or on my right, I am breaking through his left flank with all of this cavalry. Charged around to the back, and there goes his artillery. End of that threat. Got this Imperial Guard cavalry over here. And these units here are just shredding these melee units so that they can't be a problem. Have my general firing, although he took more casualties than I wanted him to. So I'm going to have to run him away, just the stray fire. Here, though, you can see I am using my cavalry to help win back the center. Just hold long enough for that to happen, and I've got the right flank now secure, so I can fire in there like so. Got my Imperial Guard cavalry firing on these units, and on the far left flank I am wrapping around his left, going for a completely surrounding move over here. Got this cavalry over here. I love cavalry. He didn't bring any. It's a big mistake. He has his general, obviously, but cavalry allowed me to, I mean, I would have taken this flank anyway, but it allowed me to win against way more units over here than would have regularly happened. So I charged these guys, and just rolling up his flank. My Shogatai are in battle with his Katanakachi, and my Imperial Guard Infantry are shooting up these melee units as they walk forward in an epic charge. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty much the end of the battle. I have this unit pushing in on the flank, so now at this point he is trapped between my forces as my cavalry allows me to completely surround him, and I've got the high ground up here also on his flank. So there's these men firing into the fray. I am shooting some of my own cavalry, but at this point it's worth it because these guys are going to go down. And there's this last unit being shot up by my flanking force. They came back from routing. They're turning the wrong way. But that's the end of that battle, guys. So we'll go take a look at the statistics. For those of you that want to know, I do not recommend Imperial Infantry. Now, both Shogunate and Imperial Infantry are, they're good units. They are. I just find that if you put some time in and level up a white bear or a black bear unit, you get a better unit for less cost. And obviously if you veteran up the Imperial Infantry, then they're a better unit. But the thing is, well, you field 5 of them, I could field 6 or 7 of my lesser units, and I don't care how good your infantry are, they're gonna die if there's a unit on their flank. But here's the stats. Most of my losses actually came from my center, as you guys saw there. That was my Imperial Infantry on the far right flank. Obviously my cavalry is all up there. Imperial Guard Infantry did well. Shogatai did okay. And all that good stuff. So yeah, his red bears in the center did just fine. But besides that, his Armstrong guns didn't really do that much. 54 kills. Not worth the money on the artillery unit, but he didn't guard it because he didn't have cavalry. Once again, guys, don't think that melee units like cavalry and such are dead. I know most people don't, but if you don't bring cavalry, you're already at a serious disadvantage, because even if you think you can guard against it, all it takes is one successful cavalry charge, and if someone knows how to use it, they're not going to charge to where your guns are pointing. They'll work around until they get that chance, and that can really change the tide of the battle. It put something that was, I mean, what was going to happen in that battle? His left flank was going to beat my right flank. My right flank was, or no, yeah, my left flank was going to beat his right flank, and then we'd end up meeting in the middle. So, you know, who can roll up the other person's flank faster? And he might have actually won that, but due to cavalry, I won all flanks, and in the end ended up holding the center with the cavalry, the Imperial Guard cavalry, and my general there. So, good game to my opponent. Hope you guys enjoyed that battle, and I will see you guys next time. Okay there, guys. If you liked that video, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and click that subscribe button for more. Also provided is a link to my Facebook and Twitter accounts so that you guys can go and check that out. And in the bottom left, we have a link to the last video in this series so that you guys can go and check that out if you haven't already. And on the right is a link to my other channel, Robin Hood FPS, which features all of my first-person shooter gameplay. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, go check out that channel, and thank you for watching.